Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just wanted to update on the IVF cycle and what's been going on. So as you know, or some of you may know and some of you may not know, I had egg retrieval yesterday. So I did that at 11 o'clock yesterday morning, and they did the whole work. They put me under, they took out my eggs, they put them together with my husband's sperm, the whole works. So today I got results, and I will talk a little bit about what happened during the retrieval, some of the things that happened in the beginning, how I felt last night, how I feel today, and also how many eggs they were able to take out and how many actually transferred. So that's exciting. So I have a lot of news for you. So start in the beginning. Yesterday we woke up, got ready, drove all the way to the clinic, which was about an hour away. And then I wasn't able to eat or drink anything, so I felt kind of cruddy just from that. I wasn't able to sleep a whole lot the night before because I think my uterus was just getting bigger with all of the follicles that have grown, and so I was in a lot of pain the night before. But anyway, so we had woken up and we went to the clinic, and we had to check in and everything, wait, and then they took me right back. It wasn't a very long wait. It was only about, we got there at 10. We had to wait until our surgery, which we had to check in at 10:30. And so we went outside for a little bit, did the COVID-19 screening that you have to do, and answer questions about, obviously, if you feel ill, if you have a temperature, anything like that. And so, of course, both my husband and I did it. We said no on everything, turned that in, had checked in at 10:30, waited only about maybe not even 5 minutes, went back. They had me undress everything, and then they had me take out all my jewelry, and so I ended up taking out all my jewelry and taking off my rings, everything, and then they checked my oxygen, they checked my blood pressure, and because I'm type 2 diabetic, they checked my sugar, which I was actually low because I hadn't eaten. So that was all good. And then they went ahead and explained everything that was going to happen during the procedure and after, and then how many days I have to wait to find out how many embryos we have. And if I feel okay, I have to drink a lot of water, which I have to get. I did drink some this morning, but I have to get more. I have to drink a lot of water to flush out all of those hormones and all of the medication I'd been on. And so I feel great today, actually. So they explained all that, and then they had to start the IV. Now, normally they want to do the IV in your hand because it's a lot easier. Because I was dehydrated because I wasn't allowed to eat or drink anything the night before. After midnight, I did drink water up until 11:50, so I had water in me. It just wasn't a whole lot, and by the next day I had depleted. So they tried to do the IV in my hand. So that's the result of that. It bruised a little bit, not as bad as I thought it was going to. So they weren't able to get it, obviously. So they ended up having to do it right there, which I have a big bruise. I think it blew after they took it out, but they ended up getting it. So I ended up having it done in my arm, and so everything worked. They gave me a calming medication. They gave me the anesthesia. I had to take my inhaler because I have asthma. And so everything worked just fine. Then once, I think the procedure took about 45 minutes to do. I was there for a total of like 2 hours. from 10, I think it was from 10:30, 2.5 hours if you want to count the fact that we got there 10 o'clock. But from the moment that I walked back from 10:30 until the procedure, until I was able to leave, I think it was about a total of 2 hours. I think we left at like 12 or 12:15, something like that. So, anyway, so we did that, and, of course, you know, I'm knocked out, so I don't really know a whole lot. Once they gave me the medication and I felt real calm, it was like I remember them wheeling me back, and I remember having to move from the bed to the table, and then that was it. I don't even remember if I made it all the way on the table. The next thing I know, I woke up, and I had a little bit of cramping. I didn't know if a part of me felt like I hadn't even been wheeled back yet because it was so fast. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't fast on my husband's end, but it was fast for me. So I felt like a part of me hadn't even been wheeled back. So I'm like waiting, like, wait a minute, wasn't I wheeled back a second ago? So I was kind of confused a little bit. But at the end, I knew I had the procedure done. I was cramping a little bit. I had a heat pad on me. They had a blanket over me. But overall, it really actually wasn't too bad. I didn't feel anything, obviously, with the anesthesia. I did get very emotional because when my husband had to go back and give his specimen, they came back and said they didn't have any sperm, and I was so upset because my husband smokes. He smokes cigarettes, and they told him to kind of narrow it down for a week, but I had forgotten to tell him, and so it was literally like 3 days before that I told him he had to narrow down. So he didn't have any cigarettes for like 3 days, but he should have gone like a whole week. So I was thinking it was that. Overall, we figured it out. He was impatient, so he went back and did it again, and they got plenty the second time. So we were okay there, but during that whole time, I was so emotional. I was on anesthesia, and my emotions were running high. I had been on hormones for 10 days prior. My emotions were kind of all over the place. I was a little upset at him, but I was more sad, and it was just a mess. But then once we figured it out, I felt better. It was a relief on my shoulders. And then we get ready to leave, and I had to walk out, and they put socks. Oh, that's the other thing. They put like socks on you so that it's not slippery. And then I get ready to leave, and I go into the car, and I get like a really bad headache. I don't feel good. Me and car rides in general aren't a good mixture. And then you put me on anesthesia on top of that. I get headaches. I get nauseated. They'd given me nausea medication, but it still didn't. I mean, my body's going to do what it's going to do. So we had like an hour and a half drive home, and we had to stop a couple times, and I got sick a couple times. And they didn't give me anything. That was the only thing that I wasn't too fond of, is they did not give me anything to go home with, so I can, because a lot of it's highway, and so you can't really pull over. So I had to just grab a McDonald's bag and grab any other bag I could. So that happened. And then when I got home, of course, I still was feeling kind of yucky, so I went to bed and I slept it off, I think for about 4 or 5 hours. And then when I got up, it was like 6 or 7 at night, and because when we got home, it was like about 1:30, 2 o'clock, I think, something like that. And so I slept for a while, and then after that, the anesthesia had worn off. I felt better. I was able to eat. That was the other thing. My husband had gotten me In-N-Out burger after. I remember because I sat there feeling so nauseous that I just sat in the car, and he had gotten me a burger because he knew that later on I was going to be hungry. I had only ate like once yesterday, but I ate my In-N-Out burger once I woke up, and because we don't have In-N-Out where I live, and so I was so thankful and so happy that I was able to get that. And so I had that, and that was like the only thing I had. We watched some TV, and then I went to bed. Took my medication and went to bed. And then today, that was day 1. Today, they messaged me to let me know how many eggs and sperm survived and how many didn't, and how many are being fertilized right now, because we'll know on day 5 how many went from bioclast to embryo in 5 days. But so I'll do an update next Tuesday and let you know. But as of right now, they were able to take out, drumroll, 17 eggs. So that made me happy, because I didn't know how many they were going to be able to take out of me. I didn't know, due to my age, how many eggs were going to be viable, all that. So I'm very, very, very happy. So they got 17. And so when they decided to put it together with my husband's sperm, they put 15. I guess 2 eggs were not viable out of the 17, but 15 were. So they put 15 together with my husband's sperm, and they had them do their thing, and then I guess 3 of them out of the 15 died off. Yeah, 3 of them out of the 15 died off. So we have 12. As of right now, we have 12 potential embryos. So I'll let you know out of the 12 how many made it to embryos in 5 days. But I'm so happy, because for the longest time, this is all I wanted, was to be a mom. And even though I was able to be a mom when I was younger, I wasn't able to raise my children. Not physically anyway. So, and that hurt. That still hurt. So, yeah. So I'm so happy I can finally have my babies, or baby, until I die, pretty much. I mean, I'm probably gonna spoil these ones rotten, and they're probably never gonna leave my house until I die. I don't want my babies to leave. I don't want to miss anything that I might miss if I wasn't there. So I am so happy. But so out of 17, we've got 12 children, possible children. So that's quite a few. I mean, we're not gonna have 12 kids, so that's unfortunate. But if 6 of them, I told myself, if at least 6 of them, half of them make it into embryos or more, that's going to be great, because the way we decided to do it is the ones that we were not going to use after we have our amount of children we want as a couple, we were going to pretty much let our IVF clinic pick parents to use my eggs and his sperm or embryos for other potential parents that can't get pregnant. So they're not gonna be thrown away. They're not gonna, not get used. They're not gonna become possible children in the future. They're just not gonna be with me. I think the total amount of children that I want until I'm done completely is probably about 4. I know that sounds like a lot, but I've always wanted a big family, and I have 2 children right now. I had one that passed away, and then I have a stepson. So none of them live with us. My stepson is an adult now, and lives on his own, and my 2 children live with their dad. And so And of course, my son Angel, he passed away. So, you know, I don't really have any that live with me yet. So, like I said, I think we if we have twins this first round, then I think we'll have 2 more later on, and then I think that'll be it. That will be our total number. So I'll have 6 children total, and excuse me, I think that will be enough. So we are happy. So we'll see. I'm not going to get implanted until the future because we have a couple things that are coming up that as an adult I would like to enjoy before I'm pregnant. It looks like we might transfer probably in September or October, so I will fill you in. But as of right now, we have 12 potential embryos that might make it. So if they don't, like I said, if we get 6 potential embryos and we use 4 of them, then there's going to be 2 out there that will go to either 1 or 2 potential people that can't get pregnant. So they will get used. So I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm able to provide that. But I thought it would be nice to update. I will talk to you guys later, and I will update you on day 5 on how many made it and what we're going to do next. So I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys are having an awesome morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are. And remember to, if you like my channel, press the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up, like, and yeah, tell your friends because I could always use more subscribers. I love every single one of you. I like the fact that I am able to communicate with people and possibly give them hope, especially on this topic, that there is some hope out there if you guys are struggling, because like I said, I will be a donor for some of my embryos. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and I will, you can PM me on Instagram if you are interested in that. But yeah, so I will talk to you guys later, and I will leave a link down below to my Instagram and to my other channel and my podcast. All right. Have a good day, you guys.